Hello, 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 everybody. Hope you're well. Hope you've all had a good weekend and a good start to the week. Mine's been pretty hectic as usual, but no change there then. So welcome to Community Chat and all things spiritual, where we have different chats about different things with few interactions. So we want your questions, we want your comments, and tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to get you all to do a little bit of haiku poetry. Oh, I say, because that's going to be the subject of today. It's going to be inspired writing. Well, one of the subjects anyway. So for those that don't know about inspired writing, it's basically where you get the words from spirit, channeling through yourself, but it's not automatic because you still have control of your thoughts and the pen. Automatic is where you let spirit completely take over. But I might be corrected on that by our lovely guest this evening. So let's start by introducing who we've got. We've got our lovely throughout the show. Oh, I hope you can hear me all right. My audio's right. And we've got my lovely mum, Irene Renshaw, as a spiritualist medium. But what a lot of you don't know is my mum also writes poetry. So again, it's inspired by spirit. So we brought her on to have a little bit of a talk, and you can ask your questions. Hi, Heather. But let's say a few hellos first. See who's on. Yeah, do you want to say hello, Mum?
Hi, everybody. Hope you're all well. Welcome.
Then we've got Christine who can say hello. So yeah, we've got Kim on. Good afternoon, Kim. Afternoon, evening.
Evening, early evening, yeah.
And we've got Jennifer watching on YouTube. We've got Tortoise Love.
Aww.
I love that little tortoise.
Aww.
Cute little tortoise.
Yeah, just like me.
Oh, are you a tortoise?
No, I meant the cute bit.
Well, you've got a hard shell.
Oh. Right, okay. Good evening, Helen. It's nice to see you again. I shall ignore that remark and treat you with a contempt it deserves.
That was meant to be a compliment.
From South Wales.
Hi, Elizabeth from South Wales. And we have the lovely Laura on Facebook. Oh, look at them two little dogs.
From Canada. So well, welcome. From Dagenham, Essex.
Going international now in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if it's on the Zoom for a chinwag chit chat and to give us your comments and feedback, just let us know, and the link will be given in the chat in the comments for you all to join us. We would love to see your faces on, and have you join in and interacting with the show, because that's what we've been doing for the last 5 years. That's what SPTV has been doing for the last 5 years, including everybody that's spiritually like-minded. Look at that snow.
Hello
Hello from Canada, Sherry.
Yeah, beautiful. I want that snow. Sorry, but I want to go live there in the snow.
If you've got a spare room, Sherry, let me mother know. She'll be over. Hi, Sue. Hope you're well. Yeah, we will be offering readings throughout the show as well, depending on who interacts the most or who asks the best questions. So grab a pen and paper, people, because I will be getting you to work, putting you to work and having some haiku practice. I'll explain to you what that is in a second. Hi, Gail from South Australia.
Yes, South Australia. Beautiful.
Blue and white ribbon. What's the blue and white ribbon for? if you can put that in the chat. I've never seen that one before.
Hi from Florida. Well, at least you've got some sun in Florida. It's more than what we've got over here. Slovakia.
Some oranges.
Oh.
Hi, Jan. Hope you're well, watching on YouTube from Slovakia. Definitely going international now.
Oh,
Hi,
Christine.
Christina from Spain. Hi, Onessa. All is well here. What about you? I hope you're well. Sam B. How about us Aussies? Yep, Australia as well from YouTube.
Yeah. Alberta.
Another
Melissa.
one.
Melissa from Alberta. Wow.
Oh, Kentucky. Hi, Cindy from Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
Hi,
yes.
Di from Coventry. Right, that's it. Yep. Hello to everybody we haven't said hello to. We'll be here all night if we said hello to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Like I say, if you want to come onto the Zoom, you're happy to join us and have a chinwag with us on the Zoom. We are streaming live to Facebook and YouTube, so Richard will put the links in for you, or Terry will, one of them will, and you can come and join us and have a good old chinwag and a giggle. So, inspired writing. Hello, mother.
Hello, daughter. Hello, Christine and Terry too. All there waiting patiently. Well, you asked me to bring some poetry on, so I have done, but we'll wait and see where we go with it and that.
Right, so the first question then from me would be, just for the purpose of our audience members, how would you describe inspired writing and what got you started?
I've always written since school days. I've always written poetry, and you know, with your great grandma, she taught me about mediumship and everything there, because she was a medium herself. So I've grown up with it from the age of 4 or 5 years old. And but the writing that I do now is mainly spiritual writing, and it comes direct from spirit. I either get a word, a paragraph, a title, and then I make a poem up out of that, or sometimes they'll give me a whole poem, but that's very, very rare. I normally get a sentence, a word, a paragraph, and no matter what I'm doing, if my guide comes to me and says, put that down, we want you to write, pick your pen up, and then that's where it flows from. It all comes from spirit. And I just add bits and pieces on, and then they watch me, and then they approve it or don't approve it. It's entirely up to them whether it goes in or out.
What, spirit approve it?
Of course. I don't do anything with, you know, my guides are very, very good in that way, because they've given me this wonderful gift of mediumship and healing, and the poetry or the inspired writing, philosophy, whatever you'd like to call it, inspires me to do better and to go on. And they put the thoughts into my head, and I just write it out as it should be written. And then as I'm reading it back, I sometimes get a nod of approval. I sometimes get a thumbs up. Sometimes they'll say, yes, that's okay. Other times they'll say nothing. So it depends which guide I've got with me at the time. Because as you know, Stace, we've got several guides that work with us, not just one. There's several. So, but that's how I do my writing. And I know you do yours differently, but we still sort of do the poetry as we do the mediumship. It's just in different ways. You work different to what I do.
Very true.
So
without asking the obvious, this is going to sound like a really silly question, but you know,
no question is silly, no matter how small.
What's the difference between your inspired writing and when you write from you? apart from the fact that you're connecting with spirit is the obvious answer, but do you feel a difference in vibration? Is it a difference in energy?
Yeah, sometimes I do. It depends, because when I'm writing, when spirit come to me and say they want me to write, like I said, they will give me a sentence, a word, a title, or they'll say, can you write about, I mean, for instance, when, I know it was a little while ago now, but when they had the massacre in Mexico of the school, there was 21 people that passed away that day, mostly children, but there was teachers as well protecting those children. And I just wrote a poem called 21, and it was all about that and how, you know, things happens. And then I've wrote Your Uncle Charlie Heaven Bound because he was a truck driver. So it sometimes I mix it together, but mostly I keep my spiritual side and my family side separate because I can't get the two mixed up for obvious reasons. So,
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So do you want to read one that was inspired and one that wasn't? And
well, okay. I know that we've had, because you said to me earlier, Stace, because for those of you who have just come on, Stacey is my daughter. But you said to me yesterday yesterday when you was here, that you wanted some happy ones. Okay, so I've been looking.
That was today, yeah.
Yeah,
make it happy.
Make it happy. Well, I know we've just had Christmas, but this one's a bit of fun, and this is from me. This is not spirit. This is from me, because I'm also a qualified chef. In a life many years ago, I qualified to be a chef. And as Stacey knows, it's always chaos in our house at Christmas. And I've just called this the Christmas kitchen, but it gives you a smile. And I wrote this in 2021. And really, I wrote this in memory of my grandma, your great grandma, and your grandma, my mum. Okay. So, because it was always in the kitchen at Christmas. So I've just called it the Christmas kitchen. Excuse if the brightness is on my face, but I can't see it without having my light up. The Christmas kitchen is a busy place, lots of things going on at the same time. Everything starts at a leisurely pace, and when you have finished, it's time to dine. The turkey cooks slowly for hours and hours. Then there's stuffing, veg, potatoes too, gravy to make and brandy sauce. You have to think about everything you do. Writing the menu while you wait for Santa Claus. There's trifle to be made with some sherry, stuffing with all sorts of spices and flavors. By the time you've finished, you feel weary. But when you finally sit down, you're happy with your labors. There's almonds to toast on top of Brussels sprouts, honey and whiskey to coat the carrots, lots of potatoes and parsnips to roast, and don't forget the Yorkshire pudding batter. Christmas pudding to steam with alcohol galore, spiced apple dumplings, pears soaked in port. You wonder if you have enough, or should you do some more, because you don't want to run short. Stuffed mushrooms, pate soup, and juice for the kids, preparing the tables with crackers and wine, table saucers in jars with lids. Listening to people talking, saying funny lines, carving the beef, salting, crackling for the pork, or maybe some lamb with rosemary and mint, our salmon to eat with special fish forks, nicely cooked with a lemonly hint. After a busy few days, it all comes together, and we meet up to eat, drink, and be merry. The memories made with us forever, but now I am putting my feet up and having a well-earned sherry.
Oh,
I don't drink sherry, but your grandma, great grandma, your great grandma did. She always had a sherry to put all port for it with a Christmas dinner.
Oh, so bless her.
So that's one from me. Right, let me. Oh, I think I've got all my books here.
We've got a question from Kim. Have you written a book with your writings in?
Yes, I have. It's at the publishers, and it's called because I work with the spirit realm. I have actually called it spirit realm poetry, and I'm giving the spirit world the the respect and gratitude because they've helped me along the way with my spiritual poetry. So I'm hoping it's going to come out later this year, and I dare say in time we will know where it's going to be. Right, I'm just going to read. I've got the wrong one. Brought the wrong one. Let me just right. This, no, it's not that one I want. Right, just a second. I had one sorted out. Right, this is one that was inspired by spirits. And I've just called this one's Angels and Spirit Guides because all I got was my child, because that's what my guide says to me, my child. Can you call it this? That's what they do. That, and this is called Angels and Spirits Guides. Angels and spirits guide you along as days and nights go by into one. Years fly by, where does the time go? Into infinity, like a fast running river that flows. Angels and spirits guide you along. They try and help you to stay strong, to help and guide you on life's path, to look to the future, not back in the past. Angels and spirits guide you along, even when sometimes things go wrong. When jealousy and envy come creeping in, blocking out channels so you have to begin again. Angels and spirits guide you along, flowing like music in a song, making you happy, giving me a smile that says we'll see each other in a little while. Angels and spirits guide you along. They are always with me, never gone. There for me to tell my troubles too. I know I can always rely on you.
Oh, I
That's
like that one.
that's just a short one. I wrote that one in 2018, would you believe?
And that one was from Spirit.
That one was from Spirit. Yeah, I have got the others, longer ones, better ones, but I've also got ones for heartbreak. And like I said, I wrote Your Uncle Charlie's Heaven Bound.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Hi,
look for that.
Julie.
I'm going to look for that one actually to see if I can find that one, because it's here. This, unless you understand trucks or truck driving or anything like that, you might not understand this, but my brother-in-law was a wonderful truck driver, and he had many years on the road, and he was a wonderful father, grandfather, uncle, brother, and of course husband to my sister. And my sister asked me to write him something, so I came up with this one, but I did ask for spirit's help, but I did all the other stuff, and I've just called it Heaven Bound. Trucks and cars go flying by through villages, cities and towns. On this last journey, we have to say goodbye. We have to part and go our separate ways, for you are heaven bound. You don't need maps, books or sat-navs, it seems, on the long black ribbon of the road, with cat's eyes twinkling through the dark night, these and angels running, carrying that heavy load, for you are heaven bound. CB radios, songs, music you understood, truck driver's wife, teddy bear, Phantom 309. As we say farewell to our good buddy, Black Rabbit's truck lights will brightly shine, for he is heaven bound. Now your journey is at an end, no more wheels to turn, no more music or CB messages to send. This time you will not return, for you are heaven bound. Giddy up, go, convoy are all there, waiting for you to join the end of the line. So we must leave you in their care. You must leave us all behind. So now with that 40 acres to turn that rig around, we must all say our last goodbyes. For your final destination, big lad, is heaven bound. So that's the one I read out at your Uncle Charlie's funeral.
Yeah.
So I can write anything, and I very often get asked to write for other people, and I've started to get asked to write for churches. But and it's a gift that I've got, that I just love to do. Same as my mediumship. I love to write. I love to talk,
We
as you
just
know.
had a yeah, we just had a comment from somebody saying that they love the respect. I'm assuming that was to spirit. I think it was 2 comments back, Richard.
Thank you.
I
Yes.
don't remember who said it. Uh
You're very welcome, Jill.
it was somebody on Facebook. Oh,
oh, Cindy,
oh,
bless you.
Cindy.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
bit.
bless.
Trust me, when I write, it is the respect that I give to spirit, because even though I'm also a spiritual medium, I was always taught to respect spirits, respect my guides, and respect our Lord, because without our Lord, I could not do, because technically he's my boss, and I could not do what I do without his full permission. So when I go to bed at night, I always make sure I say thank you respectfully. Even in church, when I'm doing the service, we always open and close with a prayer, and we always respectfully say thank you to our spirit world, the guides, the messages that we get, and for doing wonderful things like writing poetry. Stacey does her beautiful zodiac books, and it's all, whatever we do, it is all spirit based. Well, what I do is all spirit based, and I'm sure that Stacey feels the same way, because that's how I brought her up. If you want to learn how to do this, then I will teach you, but you will do it with respect for the spirit world. Otherwise, not at all. So,
well, we're touching on that subject on the next show,
right.
about how important it is to have the right mentor and support. But that's for the next show, so we won't go into that this week. But I know, I was going to ask Christine. Okay. I was going to ask. Yeah, we have Terry, and we have Christine, and we have Julie just joined us. You don't do inspired writing, do you, Terry? I know Christine does, don't you?
Yeah.
Is yours poetry, or is it like
No, it starts off things I do for people, like for memories of Christmas and things like that, and just that I start with about that much and end up with about that much.
But is it poetry, or is it just normal
No,
writing?
it's just normal writing.
Just normal writing. And is it inspired by spirit?
Yeah, I reckon so. So I don't know what I'm writing until it's finished.
So are you like Mum then? Do you feel the different energies?
When I start it, it's me, but then I feel the pen's moving, but it's not me moving. So yeah, I feel they're taking over hand and writing for me.
So you could be bordering then on doing automatic writing, by the sounds of it. If they're taking over your pen while you're writing, then that tells me that they're leaning you towards doing automatic writing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bit here that I've done, but I start with little snippets or things for birthdays, Christmas, for memories for my people's parents, and it just turns out to be quite a lot. So,
do you want to read it out?
Good
question, Laurie. There's automatic writing, and there is inspired writing. I don't know what my mum and Christine think, but for me, automatic writing is where you go into like a trance state and spirit completely take over your hand, and the pen and your thoughts and ego doesn't get in the way. And then once you've read it back, you can't even remember what you've written because it's not come from you, it's come directly from spirit. Inspired writing for me is I let them overshadow but not take me into a trance. It's like I go into a daydream and I have some control over the pen and some control over the thoughts, but the words I get and the subject matter I get directly come from spirit. So there is a difference for me. I don't know what Mum thinks about that.
I think it's a bit of both worlds. It's one of those things that everybody sees it different, and I'm always ready. I don't judge, as you know. anybody that knows me knows that I don't judge at all. However you work with spirit is the way that you work. And as long as you don't disrespect spirits, they will go with that. I can understand what Christine is saying, and that tells me that you are bordering on automatic writing.
Right, okay.
They just ask me to pick my pen up and they give me the words, because I always say, if you get random thoughts, then it's spirit or your spirit family trying to get in touch with you and trying to help you get through maybe a hard time, or
Yeah.
maybe you've lost a loved one, or as you say, memories from Christmas past and stuff
Yeah.
like that, where you can remember some of your family history. And it's important to write these things down so that the younger members of the family, it's there for them if they want to know. And it's just a case of going with it and finding out where your little niche is, because if you're writing, Christine, then to me that could be also leaning towards philosophy.
I think you said that to me before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because anybody can write, if anybody can do this if they want to. It's just that you have to do it in a certain way and you have to be safe.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
said at the beginning, I've been writing as long as I've been doing mediumship, since I was about 5 years old. And I feel as though I've just got better and better as the years have gone on. And Stacey will tell you, she comes to my house and I've got files and files and files of poetry. I found some the other day going back to the 1970s when she was just born. So and the difference between my writing then and my writing now, that it has matured so much. And with spirit's help, I've managed to sort of do something nice. I mean, I've just written something called
Just,
Angel's
just to
Wings.
make a point, I'm not that old, people. Shh.
No, she's only 21, really, just like I am. Actually, she could be 25. I'm 21.
Do you want to read yours out, Christine?
Right, I've done one for Christmas last year, obviously. This is for my mum.
The Christmas one.
Yeah, remembering you, mum, on Christmas Day, just like any other day of the year. I always think of you and need you here. The lights on the tree twinkle and the decorations were placed with so much love. How I wish you were here to celebrate this day. I know you're only a thought away and I can talk to you whenever I want. But the thing I wish for most is to have you with me, not only but for Christmas, but for every single day of the year. I miss you, mum, so very, very much.
Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
And
That is
I done
beautiful.
one for my other half's mum on the anniversary of her
Read,
passing.
read it out.
It's his mum. My dear mum, on 11th April 2005 is the day you were taken from me. But to me, it only feels like yesterday. I do wish I could say that I love you, mum, and one more time before you gained your beautiful angel wings on that day. There are times that I need you so I can talk to you and get a hug from you and for you to tell me that everything is going to be okay. Mums are special people. They're a gift for us to hold within our hearts, but always and forever, and to treasure them just like gold. In fact, Mum, you are one in a million that is loved and missed so very much every single day of the year. If I could just see you and talk to you just one more time, I would tell you how much you are missed and how much I love you. Mum, I will always hold you close within my heart, as this makes me feel we are not apart. Whenever I do I miss you, I remember how fortunate I am to have a mum like you who is so loving, caring, and understanding as much as you, my dear mum. I miss your voice. I miss your smile. I miss that mum look that you gave. In fact, mum, I miss everything about you. If there is a telephone line to heaven, I would call you every day, mum, just to say hello and love you.
oh,
Oh, that's
that's
beautiful.
sweet.
Absolutely beautiful.
And yes, Mary, we will be doing readings throughout the show. It's who people are. It's who Christine is drawn to throughout the show, if she wants to give a reading or not. Oh, look at her, bless. Julie, what about you, my darling, do you do any inspired writing? If you're there. I don't know if she's there or not.
So I'm just looking through my poems and trying to find some spiritual ones. I've got loads. So let me
Right,
work.
well, what we're going to do is I'm going to get everybody to have a go. So if you want to come on Zoom and have a go at this, you don't have to come on Zoom to do it, but it'd be easier if you were on Zoom to do it. Grab a pen and paper, and I'm going to ask it all to be inspired to write a haiku. Now they're all thinking, a what? A what? A haiku, right? Basically, a haiku is I think it comes from China. It's a Chinese type of poem, and it's made of 3 sentences, but it has the first sentence is 5 syllables, the second sentence is 7 syllables, and the third sentence is 5 syllables. And it's harder than what you think. And what it does is capture a moment of time or a feeling or an emotion or anything like that. Now, the ones that I write are loosely based on these. It's not an exact haiku. So, for example, when I find my book, because I also have a book written with my poems in.
You do?
I do, and I can't see myself. Where have I gone? There we go. That's my poetry book, which will be on sale soon because I'm in the process of doing book 2 and I want them both out together. So this is called Reflections. So let me find an example of a haiku that I've written. And this is appropriate. You all know my cat had kittens yesterday. So it's literally, I don't know if you can see, there we go. It's literally 3 sentences, 5, 7, 5 syllables. So it reads, it's called The Birth, and it says, my heart stopped in awe, God's miracle delivered, parents 2 are born. And that's it. That's my view on the birth of a firstborn. So it's about catching a moment in time. So if you all want to have a go, and we'll have a little friendly competition, whoever is the best one gets a reading from Christine. So we'll see. So have we got any more questions from people on Facebook and YouTube?
Can I just read this out, Stace, while you're waiting?
Of course you can.
Well, you haven't heard this one, but it's about Grandma Gertrude, my grandma, your great grandma, the one that was the medium.
Oh.
You haven't heard this one because I rewrote it the other day, and it's all about her. And at first I just called it being a medium, but then I just thought, no, she taught me, so it's her. So I've called it Grandma Gertrude - being a medium. So, and this is just some of my thoughts on the way that she taught me, and you'll perhaps understand why I did it with you the way I did. Crossing over between the 2 worlds is something I never expected to do, but I should have known better having a grandma like you. I started learning young at your knee. You didn't use cards or other props, but you taught me all about tea, because she loved a cup of tea, bless her. I watched you giving messages of hope to people in desperate need, wanting to the help of yours. I always knew I was different. I had a special gift, but you had to do everything behind closed doors. I always had an invisible friend who always made me laugh and gave me a lift, and wondered how it worked. What was it all for? I had spirit friends who were full of gossip and chat. You understood me when no one else could. You made me feel I had heaven in my grasp because you gave me hope and taught me well. You understood. You helped me follow my spiritual path to give out messages that I had received, all done in truth, in love, and with honesty. I thank you for all your guidance on this my wonderful journey of discovery, and to all those guides who have helped me along the way. Spirits, angels, and tutors all agree. You never stop learning. There's always something new. As long as you are willing to open your eyes and see, it is never ending. There's always something more to do. An invisible contract has been signed between the world and I, spirit world and I. To have the bond between us, for me, is a vocation, an absolute joy, honor, and pleasure. When I am on platform doing your work, Lord, it is my happy place where I come alive. It will be so until the day you bring me home and I reside in spirit with you forever at your side.
Oh,
And then I've
that's
just put,
lovely.
and then at the bottom, and this is what I mean about respecting and loving spirit and giving them the respect back. And I just wrote this little bit at the bottom. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me into your world, for allowing me to be a channel for you, for all the things you have shown me, and for all you have taught me, for all I have learned, for all my helpers, angels, guides, and teachers who have sent to help me and guide me in all you allow me to learn and all that you allow me to do. I respectfully say thank you.
Oh,
So
that's sweet.
yeah. I got
Sweet.
choked up when I was writing it, and I got choked up again now. But I just
Oh,
that's an insight into your grandma, my grandma, your grandma Gertrude.
well, while you take a breath, I'll explain this because a couple of
Oh.
people have asked how many and
Right,
how
okay.
to understand the syllables. Okay, so the syllables, for those that are struggling a little bit, are the sound that the words make. So if you count the word understand, for example, you've got understand. So that would be 3 syllables. Okay. So a mum to is born is 5 syllables. Cascading stone hearts, 5 syllables. So I hope that explains that a little bit better. And it's 3 sentences. So you want the top line with 5 syllables. Christine's shaking her head like, no, I don't get it.
I'm doing reading to myself.
So your name, Christine, has 2 syllables. Christine.
Oh, okay.
Davis.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right, Christine. I don't understand the way she does it either, so I do it my way, and that's
not my thing.
No, that's the literature thing. It's not me. That's the literature thing. It's the sound that the words make. It's how many sounds the word.
Yeah, all over my head.
Well, as this lady or gentleman says, you know, if you don't come from England and it's difficult to understand the syllables, then you're going to have a problem with it. But
it is.
So
English is the hardest.
Pardon?
Free.
Yes.
Oh, but boy, I can write that down. Look at that word.
Oh, dearie me. Right. Well, if
I don't know, I just write. I don't know what syllables are.
Oh, it says spirit within shines to bring the light within, blanketing with love. Yes, they certainly do, Laurie.
Absolutely. I fully agree with that. And there's no hate and there's nothing in spirit, because it's just a beautiful place. I know, because I astral travel and I've been several times, and it's just a wonderful place to go, and it's peaceful and calm, and you see, you can talk to your friends and your family. And sometimes when I'm on my own in the house, which I am very often, I'll just turn everything off and just sit in the silence, and I'll get one of my crystal orbs in my hand, and I will just sit and listen to that spirit voice. And it's just so calming, especially if I'm not myself, or I've had a busy week doing services and that, and I can just breathe a sigh of relief when, you know, even though I love it, I do have to have a break. like we all do. You can't just work. I mean, I would work 24/7, but working with spirit and for spirit does take a lot of energy, a lot of energy. So, you know, you have to recuperate that in some way. So, and if you don't want to rest or refuse to rest, as Stacey has found out, they will make you rest. If you're not yourself, the spirit will put you down, make you rest, and say, right, you're going to rest now. And they will, you know, I put my whole trust and love in spirits, and I have so much respect for them. And I can talk to Stacey's grandma and granddad, and I can talk to Nana Veronica. She very often, that's my mother-in-law, and they all come round me, and we have everybody has spirit family that they can talk to at any time at all. It's not hard to talk to your spirit family. Just don't bombard them with all the questions that you want to ask, because they can only answer one at once.
To answer Laura's question, yes, it's called a Hey Q. It's got a U on the end instead of an A. So yes, Laurie, that's correct.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. This I thought you was doing a posh IQ.
No, a haiku is a type of Chinese poem.
Yeah, I know you just said that, but before I thought when the way you were saying it, I thought you were saying a posh IQ.
We've got Jessie, who's new to the channel as well.
Oh dear, I don't know.
And who have we got on the iPhone?
I'm learning, Jan A. I'm learning early days every day. I'm learning more. It's exciting. It's an exciting new world if you want to do this work, Jan.
Why do you have to go
It's just a learning curve. The only advice that I would give you is I hope that you're in a proper group or going to a proper church. Please do not try and do it on your own, because it can be dangerous if you're not very careful. So if anybody wants to learn, I'm sure that the ladies and gentlemen at SPTV would give you all the advice they can.
My person here.
We've just had a poem from Julie put in the chat.
Yeah.
Why did you have to go when I loved you so? I can't get this out of my head, as we were soon to be wed. 4 years have come and gone, but I still cannot move on. Oh, Julie.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you.
It won't always be like this, Julie. It won't always be like this, sweetheart. I always say, with grief, there's always a beginning, but there's never an end. You just learn to cope with it and live with it day by day. And it's very sad that you can't move on, sweetheart. It really is. But you will do in time. It's just going to take time. Some people get over a passing quickly. Others, it takes years and years. I mean, I lost both of my parents within weeks of each other in 2020, and I still cry for them now, but I do that in private when I'm on my own. And I talk to them both, and I know that my dad works with me sometimes. So, and that's a joy, isn't it, Stace?
It is. Oh, they know, because Grandad Jack's been through a few times. They know.
He has, bless him. Oh dear.
Can we go back to Julie? Is it Julie Bourguignon?
Well, before.
Bourguignon. That's a beef dish.
Yeah, that's
I'm so sorry, Julie. I don't know why.
That's it.
So comparing you to beef dish, honest.
I would say
my heart
Burgoyne.
stopped beating.
You were gone, my
You
life.
were gone, my life forever changed. Oh, that's lovely.
You don't have to write loads, do you? Just to express how you feel.
No, it's just 3 sentences. That's it.
Yeah, it's the way that she's put it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is beautiful, though.
Tears, they are.
Yeah, same. I've got tears in, because it's wonderful. And when you love somebody that much, and you still, did you say 4 years on? She's still grieving.
That's the other Julie. Yeah, that was Julie Rampton. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Let me just. I've got one here. Let me just see if I can find the bridge. That's a spiritual one. I've got it here somewhere.
Have we got any more on Facebook? Have you done yours yet, Christine?
I'm getting there. Hold on.
Yeah, it does take a while. It's not as easy as it looks. Are you having a go, Terry?
No pen and paper, Stace. Sorry.
Do it in your head.
Too tired to think.
Are you having a go, Richard?
No. Any excuse, Richard. Any excuse.
Oh,
get-
Natalie's nailed it. Sorry.
Oh,
You read
no.
this one from Natalie. Natalie's nailed it.
Yeah. I can't
Standing
up
by
that
your
one.
grave, happy memories flow back, love will never die. I love that, Natalie. Well done.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Well done. I think Natalie deserves a card for that one.
I'm still scribing. Hold on.
I like that one. That's good.
I've done it, but it's not very good.
See, Julie Rampton's just said she wrote that coming from the heart. So that didn't come from spirit then, Julie.
I just think that when you write from the heart, it's just as good as writing from spirit.
It is, but I'm just wondering if people can feel the difference between writing from themselves and writing from spirit.
It depends if they're open to spirit or not, sweetheart, doesn't it?
That's what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
I can feel the difference, and I know you can feel the difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Christine can feel the difference.
Yeah.
But that's because we all do what we do. So I'm wondering if people can know whether it's them writing it or whether it's spirit writing it, or whether they're setting the intention for it to be from spirit. Because sometimes it's about the intention as well, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I don't mind.
Go on then.
Are you ready? It's really pretty. But Valentine's Day is upon us, so let the love flow.
There you go.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
It's close.
Yeah, tomorrow.
It is. Tomorrow,
Julie says
Valentine's Day.
Julie says it just came into her head. It was 4 years yesterday, and I've been told she's been told she's psychic and she's in spirit.
Oh, I like that one. Stace, that's up on the screen. Read that one.
Spring has a nice
Carrie Ann
breeze.
Marshall Kearns on Facebook. Lovely little cats. Spring has a nice breeze after the hot sun goes down, blowing like the wind. That's beautiful. That's a nice one. Yeah.
I got one here about being thankful that I've done.
Can we go back to Natalie Bentley a minute, please? Richard, sorry. I wasn't planning on this happening.
It's all right, my love.
Hi, Natalie. Hope you're well. I know I said Christine was going to give you a reading, which she still can, if she wants to, obviously. But as your name was up, I've got really sore, dry, itchy eyes, but they're weeping at the same time. So I don't know if you'd understand yourself having eye problems or somebody around you having eye problems at the minute, but I really feel there's an irritation of the eye. Now, I'm not a doctor or diagnosing, but it feels like I've got a sty on my eyelid and it's really affecting my vision and my tear ducts as well. Let me know if that makes sense for you, my darling. Because I know it's not my eyes. Also feel I've got a gentleman coming in for you as well. And this gentleman would have had a habit of sniffing, not sniffing up, not like in a rude way, but it's almost like he had a problem with his nose sinus and he had to keep sniffing up every now and again just to catch a breath or I don't know what he's trying to clear, but it's almost feels like he's constantly got something up his nose.
Got it.
I had dry eyes for weeks. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. All right, well, I'm feeling like I've got a bit of a nose style, but yes, very dry. I don't know if you've had it checked for a style or something that's just sitting under, but I feel like it's starting just underneath the top eyelid, and it's making the rest of the eyeball dry and watery. Dry and watery doesn't sound right in the same sentence, but you can see what's happening to my eye. And it's my left eye that's affected as well. So I don't know if it's my left, your right, or if it is your left eye, but it's my left eye. So you're a bit of a sniffer. Sounds so wrong, Natalie. I hope you're sniffing something good. Food wise, that is, smell wise, obviously. Oh, let's stop digging the hole, Stace.
Yes. I was going to say, quick while you're ahead, darling.
Yeah. Let's stop digging the hole. This gentleman is laughing his head off, so I understand this gentleman would have had a really good dry sense of humour as well, because he's laughing at me now, digging myself a hole, and I'm actually getting the song there. I was digging a hole.
Digging a hole.
I remember that one when very well.
And I've got this grandfather. He's telling me his grandfather. I was going to say I've got this grandfather on a grandfather link then. Oh my Lord, he's making...
He's funny, isn't he?
He's making me sound drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be his sense of humour. I'm not saying he was drunk or he drunk to excess, but he would have had that drunk sense of humour, where he'd sort of surprise people. Because I feel like unless you knew him, he wouldn't come out of his shell. He was a very observant and very wary person around people he didn't know. He'd observe first, and if he didn't like you, boy, you'd know about it. If he didn't trust you, you would know about it. Let me know if you understand this with Grandad, please. And he's saying there's people around you at the moment that you're being very wary of, and this is why he's coming through with it.
Yep.
You really need to go and get this eye sorted, my darling. Just saying.
Stace is getting it better.
You can take it off now. It's telling me that there's some people around you that you're being a bit wary of at the moment, that you're not sure whether or not you can trust. He's saying go with your gut because you've got his gut instincts and his was never wrong. Okay, so if you are doubting somebody around you at the moment, or doubting that something isn't right, go with your instincts and trust it, my darling. Okay, it might not be what you want and it might sting a little bit, but it's necessary. He's saying
he's a strong character.
7 other one didn't even know. Okay, my darling,
he's a strong character, Stace, because I can feel him.
he is.
I'm doing that thing again. When you get someone, I've got it. He's very
He's very jovial.
He's got a the laugh is what I call a belly laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you remember the laugh?
Yeah.
That's the laugh he's doing. Yeah, that's the laugh he's giving to me, and he is saying that she's got to be she's got to be more careful with herself. And he took no, as you said, Stace, he took no nonsense from anybody. If he doesn't like him, he doesn't like him. That was it. And she's got to, in his words, he said to me just now, she's got to kick out the rubbish. You don't need the rubbish.
Yeah.
Put it in the black bag and throw it away. That's what I got told.
Yeah.
There you go. You got 2 for 1 then, because I knew it happened. Once you do, I often connect with you.
Did you want to pull Natalie a card?
I will. Yes, I will. I'll pull one of my new ones. Here you go, Natalie. Getting 2 lots. Yeah, just very jovial.
Jovial could be your dad. Okay, my
yeah, the laugh is what I call a belly laugh. Right. Are you picking one or am I doing it? Don't throw them on the floor.
Can I just say, I'm just tuned into you, Stace. Can I just say, this gentleman is singing away and is singing that song, have a drink, have a drink, have a drink on me. So with this, Natalie, is it? With Natalie's family,
Natalie, yeah.
They must understand somebody's spirit side who was actually a little bit liked the beer a little bit more than they should have done. Shall I put it that way?
He liked to drink.
Yes,
Right,
he like,
Natalie.
because he's giving me that song, Have a Drink on Me, and he's also singing Show Me the Way to Go Home.
Oh lordy.
but but he wasn't nasty with it. Yes, he was
No,
very
but-
yeah. I've got, because I've got the clown, so I know he's a funny man. So, but he was also a lovely man as well. Really nice
Yeah.
gentleman.
Right, Natalie, I pulled you a card and you have enthusiasm.
Ooh.
When you wake up each morning, say yes to life. Nurture, vary, further for living in a productive way. Now she's by the water. I'm getting from this, you need to go by the water, take your shoes off. We've got to take your shoes off and go in the water. That makes sense, doesn't it, Christine? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Go for a little paddle. If you can't, not, I won't say no because it'd be freezing cold. But actually, I say when it's cold, sometimes the water's warm. I don't know about that. When you can, go for a nice paddle in the beach. Get the sand between your toes. Be with the open air. That's what they're telling me. You've got to be go in and just walk into the water as far as you can and just take it all in and breathe in the lovely sea air. I like a good paddle. If it's far, no mile up, but I go paddle tides half mile out. So I have to walk half mile to get my toes wet. But she's dancing as well. And I got to think, I didn't think much, but oh. Bit of enthusiasm in your life, Natalie. That's what they're saying to me. Go out there and do what you want to do. Don't worry about what anybody else said. Like we've just been said by this jovial man, you've got to put the rubbish in the bag and throw it away. So get that enthusiasm back in. There you go. Go and have a paddle. I am highly motivated in life. My life is fully as possible. My enthusiasm is catching. So once you've got enthusiasm, everybody around you will catch on to it as well, and they will be like you. Take your friends down. Have a girly afternoon or morning and go a big paddle in the sea. Why not? If I lived in the sea, I'd do it, but I don't live in the sea. So get that enthusiasm back up, Natalie, and you've lost a bit of your mojo. Yeah, that's why they're telling me then you've got to get your enthusiasm a little bit more. Just go out there. As I said before, put the rubbish in the black bag, dump that, you don't need it in your life. Bring your enthusiasm back. Go out the girlies, have your paddle, and life is your oyster. Where did that come from?
Spirit.
Natalie says, okay, will do. I've lost my mojo a bit. Well,
Yeah,
it's time to get your mojo back, Natalie. This man wants you to get your mojo back.
he definitely does.
Maybe in a couple of months when it's warmer. Yeah,
Yeah,
summer
I
months.
wouldn't go. I wouldn't go now. I wouldn't go paddling this weather, well, unless I've had a drink. But
Just don't be putting the heels on. Putting the heels on, you'll hurt yourself. Terry's just wrote a nice haiku. Go on, Terry, read it out.
Oh, hold on, I'm going to find it again. We are family. Love connects us together. Never can be torn.
That's
I had to
lovely.
switch you
love
all
it.
out, but I couldn't concentrate because you were all talking. I couldn't
Yeah.
concentrate. I had to literally turn everything off.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's beautiful. Really is
It
beautiful.
is. That's really good.
Right.
That.
Thanks.
And it's funny because as I read that We Are Family bit, I wanted to sing that song.
We
That's
are
what was in
Our
my head.
family. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let's
dear.
not do that again. We'll scare them all off.
Right. I've the lady who's still grieving. I've found the bridge. There is a bridge which I've wrote. And I've also that's an angels one, that one. And that's but this is a spiritual one that came from spirit. And it's just there is a bridge, because we all know that when we cross over to spirit, we don't go alone and we go over the bridge. And for our animals, it's the rainbow bridge, but we still get there. There is a bridge we all have to cross when we are called back home. On the earth plane, we feel each other's every loss, unable to believe that they are gone. Friends and families come from the light to greet them, take them over from earth to spirit side, taking them to the land where they are no longer in our sight. From now on in spirit land they will abide. We cannot see them through the veil, but sometimes we can hear them speak. To families long gone they will sail, to hear a whispered voice in what we seek. The bridge is a conduit, so we are not afraid of going from the dark into the light. Gentle loving hands guide us, no time to delay, as there are others who want to kiss and hold you tight. Some people will tell you it isn't real, that there is no other world for us to go to. But for those of us who know and feel, we are grateful for our families and friends in all they do. The bridge is there for us to transition from earth to heaven, to help us learn the spirit world ways. We will see, hear and feel our loved ones again. It is the physical forms that lie in the graves. When your earthly grief has gone, you will feel with your spirit people you want to remain. Just remember, you never walk alone. Nothing will change. Everything will always remain the same.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's nice.
Thank you.
That's really beautiful. And Julie says that's beautiful. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. If there's
Hi,
any
Jenna, Rebecca on Facebook. Hope you're well.
I've got a little one here about being thankful.
Oh, bless you, Jessie.
Oh, bless you, Jessie.
Oh,
Oh,
remember the good times, remember the memories, because we all have memories of our parents and mums and dads, and it's you know, it's lovely to remember them.
Did you say you've got another one, Christine?
yeah, it's that be thankful. Be thankful for the struggles you go through. They make you stronger, wiser, and humble. Don't let them break you. Let them make you be thankful for what you are now and keep fighting for what you want to be. Tomorrow, be thankful for all your blessings and never doubt your struggles in life. Don't ask why it happened. Just be thankful for the strength and understanding it has given you.
Oh,
Yes, I totally
that's
agree with that,
lovely.
because we always say what doesn't get you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
It does. Have we got any more haikus on Facebook or YouTube?
No.
Nothing? Oh, come on, people. It's honestly, it's not that hard. Hi,
Right.
Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Hello, darling. Hello, my beautiful granddaughter.
So we'll just have a bit of a breather while we're waiting for some more people to write us them little lines of poetry. We're back on with readings from Jennifer at 8 o'clock tonight, UK time. So make sure you join us for that. She's is it a relationship reading she does? Yeah, relationship readings and guidance with Jennifer at 8 o'clock tonight. So join us for that. Hi, Lindsay from the Cayman Islands. And what have we got on tomorrow? And tomorrow evening we have David, the lovely David Hale, who Richard forgot yesterday, from 6 o'clock.
Oh, how Richard, how dare you, Richard? How dare you?
I know. We'll have to find a new name for you, David, if you're watching. Definitely. And of course, we had the 5th birthday day yesterday for SPTV, which was an
Yes, happy
absolute blast.
birthday. Happy birthday. That's lovely. 5 years.
As
Yeah.
don't get that for murder, do you? Serena from YouTube, live life to the fullest. The best is yet to come, one step at a time. Absolutely, Serena.
Absolutely.
Like the song One Day at a Time as well.
Yes.
Sing it, Richard. Oh, you so should have done that live. Oh, Richard's got to get out this impression.
No, but Elvis
Honestly,
might have
if
just...
you could hear what we could hear.
If Elvis has just left the building, Richard, then we've got to make it rain for you. So you're just going to have to come on here, aren't you? And just show your face.
Laurie, yesterday was her son's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your son, Laurie.
I'd give you 1,000,000 buttons if that's any help.
Not even if they're brass ones. It's like we're just blackmailing Richard with brass buttons.
Oh,
I'm not saying that because that sounds so wrong. Oh, keep it clean, people. Right. Christine, did you want to pull Laurie a card? Because she's been quite active tonight.
Laurie?
Laurie, yeah, on YouTube.
Have you just seen what Julie's put? We're all like Richard's angels.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
So which way to take that, actually?
Well, I'm glad that she said angels and not anything else.
Christine Fur on Facebook. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. William Blake. Oh, very
yeah.
nice.
Wow.
Christine. Very nice.
I do like William Blake.
Yes.
Laurie, I'm pulling you a card. I'm getting there. I've gone back to my faithfuls. Hang on, length out. There we go.
Yeah, I like some of the old poets.
Shine within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. So remember that, Laurie. What everybody says to you, you are beautiful. We are all beautiful. We all got to have a self-love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yourself, who else is going to love you? So there.
That's a bossy bit done.
It's time for you to shine. You've got to get, Laurie, you've got to get out there. It's like I told, is it Natalie? I've done a reading for.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to remember.
Yeah.
You got to go out there and out with the girlies, let your hair down, get your shoes on, get your glad rags on, and go for a boogie. So your time to shine. You've been hiding behind something too long, and you need to get out there and get to it. Go out with the girls, have a good old dance. This is a time for self-acceptance, you see. Accept yourself as, again, self-love. Because if you don't, nobody else is going to do it. You've got to do it for yourself. Because I've learned that in 4.5 years now. You got to do what you want to do. You can't let anybody hold you back. Your mind is your own. Nobody can tell you what you can do and how to do it. And I bet Stace thinking, oh, I never thought I'd hear her say that. And for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. We've all got an inner beauty. There's always something about us that stands out above anybody else. So, Laurie, as I'm saying, and bees up there are saying, them above, go out, let your hair down, have a good time. Don't worry about anybody else. Self-acceptance, self-love, okay? Just remember that. And if you live near me, I'll come out with you. I'm up for a good night out soon.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Oh, dearie me.
Oh, it's been 4.5 years. I've heard that, Terry and Stace, but we are going to get there.
Of course
we will.
Eventually.
night
We
out,
will.
mate.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps you, Laurie.
Yes, let's go out and have some fun, Laurie. That's what they're saying. You could stop self-acceptance. It's all it speaks in volumes. I mean, I wouldn't have said
And
that.
I just got the song for you, Laurie, Jungle Boogie.
Laurie's in Texas, so we'd all have to go to Texas for a night out.
Oh, wow.
No problem. No problem. We'll get there.
Texas, here we come.
Absolutely.
I was going to say a song for that then, but I thought better of it.
Oh, Julie, I'll pull your card, Julie. Julie Rampton wants a card.
All I'll say is Save a Horse. It's a song.
Yes, it's Save a Horse Rider. Yeah, yeah. It's Tony Keith who's just died. Toby Keith.
Oh, has he died?
Yeah, he died on the
Oh.
5th of February. He was only 62. He had stomach cancer. He was only diagnosed about 6 months ago.
Oh, bless him.
And
Right, Julie?
he made that song with Willie Nelson.
With who? Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's passed away, darling. So,
Oh.
so I'm afraid you won't be able to have him anymore.
Oh, wow. I've still got Keith Urban.
Yep.
Are these your fantasy states?
He is, yeah.
Oh yes.
I've got a list about that long.
Keep it clean.
Yeah,
What's
but we're not-
Julie's card?
She has got music.
Ooh, that's appropriate.
And just music be a food of love as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Julie, you're on YouTube. You can type into me. Are you telling on the radio or TV, or is there a certain song that keeps coming on that you're hearing? You love music, okay? I've got a sense every time there's a song playing, radio every day, even at work. Is it the same song? Is it the same song that keeps playing?
Just waiting for a response.
Yeah. If it's the same song every time, Julie, that is your haven't noticed our song was just right. Okay, but where there is I'm sensing there's a song that comes on that makes your ears go prick up and you take notice of it. Take more notice of it and listen to the words. I don't know what song it is because I'm not getting the song, but I feel that's the message from your loved one. He's sending you a message straight to you. You just got to listen for those little clues that are out there. And I'm sure that's, yes, you're the best thing that. Oh, that song.
Yeah,
all right, let's see.
It's an old one.
That's the song you keep hearing. Then that's his message to you. That's what he's saying to you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. So take it. That's his message. And so I said that music be the food of love, and that's what he's saying. He's saying it through the message on the radio. So take that as he knows that you're listening, and he knows that he can get to you through the radio. Music can lift your soul. It played at his funeral. Okay. Rekindle memories. Well, you've got lovely memories, I'm sure. And charm fairies to your door. The fairies will work with you. They just rekindle everything you wish to know. But I'm just sensing that song, the one that he keeps playing. That's him. He's sending that to you, and that's why you keep hearing it. Okay, Julian, I hope that helps you.
Aren't you having problems with your back teeth at the moment? I'm not sure if this is with him or with you, but I've got a funny feeling it's with you. Let me know if that makes sense, because I've just got a right pain all around the top jaw on my back teeth. You have a fairy garden for your granddaughter. Oh, can you understand the pain or the toothache? You need to go to the dentist, yeah. And I'm getting it's the back teeth at the top, isn't it? Not in pain, but loose. Okay, maybe if I describe it more of a dull ache, yeah. Because I'm picking that up, and I was just going to say, again, I'm not a doctor, not diagnosing, but you need to go to the dentist and get it checked out, because I feel like it's a wisdom tooth problem. I feel like there's a wisdom tooth pushing other tooth sort of in the wrong direction. So yeah, go and get that looked at, my darling. And that's just evidence that this gentleman's with you. Would you understand the significance of bonfire night apart from the firework, apart from it being fireworks night? There's an important date around the 5th of November. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling. Okay, because he's drawing reference to the 5th of November. And he's making reference to the bonfire and the fireworks. So I'm not going to go into it because we're on an open platform, but you would know why he's mentioning that. Again, it's just evidence that he's around you. And I want to say to you as well, you're feeling really dehydrated at the moment. My mouth is very dry, my tongue's very dry, and I feel like I need more fluids in my system. So I want to say you need to start eating and drinking better. Water, not pop, not soda, nothing fizzy, nothing juicy. You do during the night. I've lost my train of thought. You do what during the night? I don't know what that's reference to, my darling. Oh, drink lots. Okay, gotcha. But I'm feeling really dehydrated in the day. Does that make sense? Again, not a doctor, not diagnosing, but make sure you go for a check, either for a water infection and get a diabetic check done as well, because that's normally what happens with diabetes. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but it might be worth just checking your sugar levels, asking the doctor to check your sugar levels. Don't drink during the day. Right, you really need to start drinking during the day, my darling, okay? Because I'm feeling really dehydrated during the day, and drinking at night isn't really, yes, it's hydrating you, but it's not giving you the energy you need to function in the day. And I'm feeling really tired and really low of energy. And this gentleman's come through and he wants to pick you up. He's saying it's time to get back on your feet and not necessarily go crazy and act all, you know, happy and jolly when you're not, but he wants you to start focusing on the positive things and focusing on the fun things and picking yourself up, and he wants you to start eating and drinking better. Would you understand that, why he's saying that? He says he understands the eating because the tooth is aching and you can't really eat well on that side, but you still need to have a proper diet and get some energy inside you, because the energy is really lacking. So yeah, don't have much of an appetite. You need to try and build that back up, darling. I know it's not easy, but you need to try and build that book up. Book? Okay, something about a book. There's a book that you're reading at the moment, or there's a book that you've read that reminds you of him. He's been watching you reading a book. He's saying there'll be a message. He's saying there'll be a message in there for you as well. He's watching you read the book. Again, that's just evidence that he's around you. So I'll leave his love with you. He's given me a red rose for you, and red for me is for strength and for love and for compassion. So he's given me a red rose for you. All right, my darling. So I will leave that with you. I'll leave his love with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me. And that, my dear friends and SPT family, is the end of the show. So I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you all for joining in and having fun with the haikus. I hope it felt as interactive as what we wanted it to be. He always bought red roses. Oh, thank you for that confirmation, Julie. Well, he's left her with that anyway. Good evening, Regan. So yeah, I'd like to say thank you to all for joining. Thank you to Richard for giving us a platform. Thank you to my lovely mum, Irene Renshaw, for joining us this evening.
You're very welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Anything you want to say before we end the show?
Well, I was going to just read this one out, but if we haven't got time, it'll have to stop it. I've just called it grief for the people on here that have lost loved ones. But if we haven't got time, it doesn't matter.
I think we've got a quick minute. Have we got a quick minute?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is for all of you, lovely ladies and gentlemen out there that have lost somebody very dear and very close. And I've just called it grief. Where does grief come from? Why do we cry when someone so dearly loved and wanted dies? When is it okay to stop grieving? Why do you go numb and stop feeling? Grief is a personal thing. It hits us all hard. It gets to us like nothing else, like a cup made by a glass shard. The pain goes very deep down into your soul, and you no longer feel completely whole. It is all consuming, powerful, and relentless. There's a feeling of deep heaviness in your chest. You feel your whole world fall apart, and you wish you could go back to the start. It doesn't matter which loved one it is. That person belonged to you, loved you while they lived. If only you had known it was going to be their last day. If only you had known God was going to take them away. You try to find solace in looking and feeling all the things they had. The photos are taken out. You look at their dear faces and you are glad that they came into your life, whether they be child, brother, sister, husband, or wife. I just wish I could have kissed you, cuddled you, hugged you just once more before you had to go through that heavenly door. One day we will be together again, no matter how long or how soon. All I ask is you walk ahead slowly and just stay and wait for me just beyond the moon.
Oh, that's nice.
And just before I go as well, there's a song by Tim McGraw called Sleeping in the Stars. It's a country song. Listen to the words of the song because it's absolutely beautiful. And with that, I will say thank you, Stacey, for having me. Thank you, Christine and Terry, and our lovely Richard, of course. And you know where I am if you want me back. Okay.
Corner.
Sorry? Say again.
Only round the corner.
I only round the corner. Well, I'll see you on Friday anyway. Round at mine for
Yeah.
11.
Right, we will say goodbye to everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks again for joining us. It's been an absolute blast as usual. We've loved having you, and we will see you all in 2 weeks' time where we have another guest on. The lovely Natalie Walker will be with us. Sinead says, love you, Mama and Grand night. Oh, no night, Sinead. Love you too, baby.
No, love you too. Good night, everybody. God bless, and please stay safe out there.
Bye, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.